Well, hello ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Rider Ramblings. It's dull and grey, but very different to 6 o'clock this morning when it was clear skies. But it's supposed to start raining in about an hour for the rest of the day. In fact, we got weather warnings for east of France. They reckon it's going to be a bit nasty. Never mind, yes. So, are they parking? Yep, they are. This is the problem with priority à droite. One of the nice things about France, I wasn't going to discuss this, but I will, is that they still allow you to use your common sense sometimes. So, for example, you can see there's a pedestrian crossing here. No yellow lines before it, no yellow lines after it, no Belisha beacon to tell you it's there. You're supposed to use your common sense as to when to cross and how to cross as a pedestrian, and of course as a driver. I mean, is it safe? No. But then, you know, they don't nanny you as much, which is nice. It is. They don't nanny you as much. But it does mean things like priority à droite. You can park right up to the junction. In some places, right up to the pedestrian crossing, which can be a little bit difficult. And the reason is to slow you down, because you can't see very well. It sometimes works, not always. So instead of having masses of paint all over the road everywhere, saying you must do this and you mustn't do that and so on. For example, that's a good junction there. You can't see what's coming at all until you're actually into the junction. So, although they do have paint on the road, as you can see, there's not all of this sort of masses of, you know, yellow lines and red lines and whatever other colour lines they've decided is needed today in the UK. We do have these hatchings by the bus stops. That's about the only thing which they have started putting in recently. Oh look, they're digging up the road, how nice. Not quite sure exactly what they're doing with this digging up the road business, but let's have a look. I think it's just repairs to make everything more dangerous for motorcycles for a while. But yes, you are expected to use your common sense a lot more, rather than be nannied. Anyhow, yes, the weekend. Oh, we've had a pretty miserable week, actually. We had fibre optic put in, which I think I said or might have mentioned at one point about 10 days ago. And the engineer who actually ran the cable and installed the box, he's not an engineer, he's an idiot. Complete, utter idiot. Because he's managed to rip out our interphone system. So, as we're on the second floor, we don't know if there's anybody wanting to come in, because our interphone doesn't work, which is pretty useful. I've been waiting for a parcel from America, and they've tried to deliver it twice. And of course, my telephone number is on the parcel, and there is a second telephone number which they've been given as well. And the delivery driver obviously doesn't know how to use the telephone, because he's been told to phone because the interphone doesn't work. But does he? No, he just says there's nobody there. He hasn't phoned. There's nothing listed on our phones to say somebody's tried to phone. So, A, having the interphone not working, and B, this. Unfortunately, the delivery is coming via FedEx, and they really are terrible. FedEx and TNT are probably the worst in the world in our part of France. Now, they could be the best in the world in your area. It probably depends on the depot manager or the area manager or whatever. But in our part of the world, they have achieved an 80% failure rate to deliver to me over the last 2 years. That's 80% failure rate to deliver correctly, I should have said correctly, to me over the last 2 years. We've managed to get the parcel eventually. Well, I haven't had this one from America yet. I'm still waiting for it. But only once did they actually deliver on time and correctly. The other times it's been an abject failure. And this is really sad, because 40 years ago I actually worked for TNT while I was trying to set up my business. I needed funds to keep me going while I was setting up the business, and they were punctual, they were good, they were efficient, they were actually one of the better ones at that time. Okay. Red lights don't apply to that car, obviously. Now, the question is, which lane will this bus decide to go into? Does he know? I don't think he knows. Anyhow, yes, they were good. But that's, of course, 40 years ago. Today, in France, in this area, they are complete pants. And I do mean complete pants. To the extent that now I won't order from any company that uses FedEx or TNT. I refuse to order from them. If they have another system of delivery, then I will use it. But this company in America, I've told them that was the last order they're going to get from me if they're using FedEx and TNT. So, yes, that's life. Anyhow, how's your experience? I mean, Amazon are usually very good for us. I think they've only lost one package in about 6 years, which is not bad. And usually it's been on time. So Amazon and UPS are quite good. So, yeah. Anyhow, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Tell me about your delivery problems. And I'll speak to you next time.